It's holiday season! Yay! Where Hallmark makes a bunch of Christmas movies that are just so trite and sentimental and so shallow because Christmas just usually makes people happy with the beautiful decorations and the lights and the warm, fuzzy childhood memories. Meh. It's the time for all of the laziest kind of plots to come up with. I don't really have a favorite Christmas movie. I mean, there's a Christmas Carol by the Muppets I enjoy watching, but it's not even my favorite Muppet movie. So, yeah, me and Christmas, the magic has been kind of turned off for me because it's just so repetitive with how it tries to just string sentimentality out of you and warm fuzzies. No, I don't feel that. And yet, despite that, I will watch a Christmas special of, one of my favorite shows. And one of my favorite shows that return just for the holiday season, Housebroken. It's an animated series on Fox's animation domination, and I love it. Since they canceled My Precious Duncanville, yeah, it's the last thing about Fox animation I really like. Bob's Burgers, I love you, but your 12th season, you're just losing it. Anyway, Housebroken, if you didn't know, is an animated series about talking pets. Think of A Secret Life of Pets, but better. Not just because it has a lot of sex and really warped sort of stories, but it's also really stronger characters. It's really, really well written. I like it. I like it very much. And these two holiday specials have become kind of like my comfort episodes since they came out. I adore them. I adore the poodle Honey. She's an incredibly neurotic young poodle. Maybe not young, she's technically middle-aged by poodle standards, but yeah, she is just on her last nerve during the holiday season. Her owner's mother, an evil pet parrot, come to town, and the parrot just likes to torture Honey, and worse, he tortures her owner, and Honey loves her owner so much that it just stresses her out. And also, somebody who works with dogs, yeah, that is absolutely a thing. Dogs love their owners, and they feel for when their owners are in pain. Poor Honey, she's just freaking out during this Christmas special. And there, of course, not to help, is her St. Bernard husband, Chief. God, the show really wants us to like Chief, but you can't make me like Chief. He is just too stupid to exist. Anyway, Chief hurts Honey. Because he messes up a craft table at their owner's house. She gets a pine cone on her fur, she goes to the vet, and as she's happily on drugs, she makes a wish that she can, do a switcheroo and be with a family that's more like her. She loves her owner, Jill, but she's also super frustrated that Jill won't stand up for herself or discipline Chief. And I like Jill because I think she's genuinely a very sweet woman. But yeah, she just lets so many people take advantage of that poor woman. Anyway, so Honey gets some drugs, and because she's at a vet and they're super overworked on holidays, that's a thing, she and this other poodle get switched around. And Honey goes to a home of intellectuals who have two Weinerheimers, and it's just incredibly stiff, overly disciplined, and really cold, and Honey has never been happier. And that makes sense! Poodles are an intelligent breed! Dogs are actually happy when they're really disciplined, okay? It means they're being paid attention to. It means you're really challenging them. Dogs actually love that. And in the other way, where the other poodle, who is apparently, I don't know, maybe she's overly inbred, something, her name is Lady Capulet, she actually tells this to Chief, but Chief just does not listen because he's just that stupid. They have gross doggy fun, and it's nasty, it's horrible, it's like, ew, I'm not even a germaphobe, but God. They roll around in garbage, they eat almost everything, it's just nasty. Yeah. God. But yeah, just Honey being so happy in such an overly, strict home is just so funny. It's so hilarious. So yeah, while the two dogs have their switcheroo Christmas special, on the side, all of their other furry friends seem to be having their own styles of Christmas. Some of the pets are home alone and they're sad. Some are having perfectly nice times with their owners. And some are being stressed out by their owners. One such character, Max the pig, he's a celebrity, pig. And he's like, oh my God, they're going to eat me. And no, it's not a misunderstanding. They planned it. Yeah, David Spade, who turns out to be his owner, not George Clooney. Yeah, he's planning on eating Max. So what does Piggy do? He goes around, apparently they live somewhere in California. He goes trying to find a new owner. He stops at, the gray one, the cat who lives in a family of hoarders, and it's hilarious. the 50 or so cats that live at his house, once in a while they like to do musical theater, and they put on a Christmas production of The Shining. And it's so good. They don't do the whole thing. It's really quick, but God, they get to the heart of it, and it's so well written. God, it makes me want to watch The Shining and rewatch the scene where Max the pig is just absolutely traumatized by this. And he just goes off and takes it. And then he meets up with the raccoon, and the raccoon is kind of like that bad friend who's still really useful. We question his loyalty to the main characters, but he's a pretty interesting character. And I didn't know this, but apparently raccoons can have 300 babies a year. I don't mind it because there are baby raccoons in the corner, and gosh darn it, I am sentimental and I love baby animals, even if they're briefly shown cartoon animals. So yeah, in a weird twist of fate, Honey eventually starts to miss her family, and she goes back to, Chief to be switched. The funny thing is, Chief, he doesn't really mind Gross Honey until Gross Honey, whose name is Lady Capulet, tries to bite Jill just for the heck of it, and she was like, how can you do that? She's our mom goddess! It's like, no. So he has to call all of her friends over, and her friends are like, yeah, that's not Honey. He's like, I know, get the pine cones out of your ears. And then the hamster actually has to ask, hey, are you Honey? It's like, who the hell is Honey? It's just, oh my God, I hate you, Chief, but just the look of disappointment from all the other pets is golden. It's amazing. So yeah, it all turns out perfectly well in that episode, as you can imagine, but it doesn't take away from the absolute, amazingness of how weird these animals' lives are. That is how, it's brilliant to me. It's brilliant. Now, yes, it's playing to my sentimentalities, because I just love pets, and I love the wackiness of it. Maybe this is the simple joy people get when they watch Hallmark movies where Lindsay Lohan does a Pepsi commercial and marries a simple baker. I don't know. But no, it was great. The next episode also has a Chief and Honey story that is, again, super cringy. It's like a nightmare for dog owners, but Jill, bless her heart, really takes it on the cuff. She really just takes it on the chin. But it's more interesting because the other pets have another plot. We get the cats, and Chico, the orange tabby, is always left alone because his owner works as some kind of air pilot. I think not a pilot. I think he's actually a stewardess. He's always left alone, the poor baby. The gray one's left alone, and Tabitha, God, she's just so mean to them, and it's so typical cat behavior. But how the trio interact with each other is so funny. I don't want to spoil it, but it gets weird. It gets weird and horny. All three. Wow. Let's see. Oh, and then there's one where Elsa the corgi, still high-strung, still unbelievable. Yeah. She falls in love with a robotic dog toy. And just the progress of how this plays out just shows how truly, inept, vain, and quite crazy Elsa truly is. It's a journey to watch Elsa process things. It's a journey. Oh, also Shell the turtle. Oh, I like his relationship with Darla. It's so nasty, but they seem happy. They have babies! Yay! Little turtle babies start to hatch! It's adorable! Oh, I loved it. Again, cartoon baby animals, still really damn cute. Oh, I'm so happy for it. So, yeah. These two specials made me really happy and made me really excited to see another season of Housebroken. I would really be excited with that. There are so many plots you can go with this. Again, I work at a vet and a kennel and sometimes volunteer at shelters, so yeah, there are crazy things that pets do, and there are crazy situations that all the different breeds of animals can get into. Species of animals, whatever. Point is, this show has so much potential to get weird. This show goes into a fantasy level like Rugrats once did, and I just love it for that. I love it so much. Also, when it really plays to how well researched this show is with animal behavior, it just tickles my fancy. So Housebroken, you are a simple and wonderful show. You really are. Actually, you're not that simple. Your character writing is really impressive for something that's about talking dogs that eat poop. But yeah, I love you to death. I cannot wait for more. Yay, Housebroken. Yay.